Welcome to Sports Talk.
Hello and welcome. I am Nick.
I'm Mike.
Without my sports, and today we're going to go over the 2021 NFL Draft for the Tampa Bay Buccaneers, the defending Super Bowl champions. Mike, let's start with you. Joe Tryon.
Yeah, you take Joe Tryon in the first round. Now, look at Tampa Bay Buccaneers situation. They brought back all 22 starters. So that tells you right there, you're probably not drafting somebody that's going to come in and start day one unless it's a phenomenal prospect that falls to you. So Joe Tryon, he was not my top 10, but I was watching him. I do think he's got a good skill set, good speed for his height and weight. He's got a decent variety of pass rushing moves to him, honestly. I saw a lot of defensive ends this year that were very raw coming out. This guy looked pretty good from what I've seen from him so far. But he's probably not going to step on the field. I mean, you still got Jason Pierre-Paul and Shaq Barrett coming off the edges. I don't see a spot for him right now. I mean, he might get some rotations and come in and play a little bit, but this is just a depth pick for a guy that's going to sit behind these guys and learn. So, I mean, I like the pick. You can't fault Tampa for not having many needs. So I like the pick where they took him, and I think he's going to sit behind Jason Pierre-Paul, Shaquille Barrett, and learn. And I think he could be a good player down the line.
All right. Tampa Bay fans, don't be pissed off at me because you're not listening to this. And here's what I said about him. And just think about this, and then I'll tell you afterwards. So a guy that has a great reaction time to the snap, so he fires off the ball. He has a full arsenal of pass rushing moves. Okay, that sounds good. Can cover the flats as well. Sounds very good again. The only issue is I did not see enough of him in the run game. Okay, so this guy sounds like he's a full of potential. He has a lot to work with. But the thing is, I don't have him graded high. I don't know why. I had him full all the way to 12. I don't think that he's going to come in and be the immediate package right away, like Mike was saying. He might take a while. He has a lot of things to work with.
It doesn't have to be because of
No,
what they have.
I agree. And look, I said he has a full arsenal of pass rushing moves. I've seen him do it all. I didn't see enough from him in the run game. That doesn't mean that he can't defend the run. This guy might come in maybe passing situations, but they got JPP and they got Shaquille Barrett. So it's like, does he even have to? I mean, I like the pick. This guy is full of potential. I like the pick. I graded it that day a C- because honestly, I don't know if there was a pick I would have graded really high for like this. Like, I had ranked as the 12th ranked prospect, and you guys took him. And I mean, any team that took him, he was going to be ranked 12th. And I feel like I don't know. I don't know why I had him fall into 12. He can do it all. It's just that I don't know what it was about him. I honestly don't know. But he honestly played good in the preseason, so I'm happy to see what happens. But again, he was my 12th ranked edge rusher. I graded a C- for a pick. Let's go to Kyle Trask.
All right, now Kyle Trask. See, now Tampa Bay, you did this correctly. Green Bay tried to do this a couple years ago and blew up their whole organization. You asked your quarterback, do you mind if we draft a quarterback in the second round? And he was fine with it. They draft Kyle Trask to sit behind Tom Brady. Who better to sit behind? I kind of predicted this pick. I had a good feeling that this was going to happen. Kyle Trask to Tampa Bay. I like the pick because one thing I've watched with Kyle Trask, he doesn't have the strongest arm. Sometimes, like there were knocks on him. If you go back and watch the quarterback video, you can listen to me and Nick. We both made one. All talk about Kyle Trask and what he doesn't do good and what he does good. But the thing I like is he's going to sit and learn behind the greatest quarterback to ever play the game, and he's got time. He's in absolutely no rush to need to play football, being that I just saw the other day Tom Brady says he wants to be here for many more years. So who knows how long this man's going to be playing football for, and you're going to be sitting behind learning from the greatest to ever do it. And another thing I like about Kyle Trask is every year in college, he's significantly improved. That's a good trait to see in a player. If they significantly improve, they're always hungry and they want to get better and better and better every season. That's a huge, huge, huge trait to have in an NFL player. I like this pick in the second round.
Kyle Trask, I had him as my 8th ranked quarterback coming out of this year's draft. That's not a knock on him. It's just that I wasn't a huge fan. And I mean, look, that doesn't mean, again, Mike just said it. I mean, this guy's sitting behind Tom Brady. Okay. So as a prospect, again, no knock towards the Buccaneers here. He was my 8th ranked prospect no matter where he went. Luckily for him, he's sitting behind Tom Brady, so he gets to learn. But the thing about Kyle Trask is that I had the names of Zach Wilson. Let me just pull up my sheet just to make sure I don't screw this up, and then people are yelling at me for messing it up. But I want to make sure I have my exact order correctly here from how I ranked my quarterback this year. My quarterback final ranking was Wilson, Lawrence, Matt Jones, Kellen Mond, Trey Lance, Justin Fields, Davis Mills. Then Kyle Trask. I really like Davis Mills. The thing is that Kyle Trask, who's 6'5", 240 pounds, is a large man. And to me, he doesn't throw it a lot of zip, but his touch was there. His accuracy was pretty dang good. Those are the things that I liked about
I
Trask.
believe every quarterback you just named was off the board except for Davis Mills.
Davis Mills, yeah.
It's not a bad thing at all. If you
No,
look
it's
at,
not.
look at it as a whole.
No, like I think I don't know if Kellen Mond, I don't think Kellen Mond was there either. Kellen Mond went to the Vikings.
Minnesota.
So, look, I mean, to me, Trask, I give it a B- as a grade. I like Trask. He was a good quarterback in college for Florida. He threw to Kyle Pitts a lot. He threw to Kadarius Toney. But look, he has a lot of weapons in Tampa Bay too. I mean, if Brady retires eventually, and he still has maybe a Mike Evans or Chris Godwin or probably not AB anymore, we'll say who knows what's going to happen with him. But he has a lot of weapons, so I'm excited to see what he does with the weapons he has. And they get a weapon soon that we're going to mention in a few seconds. So I give it a B-. He was my 8th ranked quarterback. Mike, do you know anything about Robert Hainsey?
No.
Me either. How about Jalen Darden?
Jalen Darden, I didn't scout him initially, but he's doing pretty good, isn't he? I don't know.
I don't know how he did. I'll tell you, I liked him. I scouted him. He's very shifty. Most shiftiest player I've seen in a long time. Like he is probably the most shifty player I've seen, like ever. Like as a wide receiver, Deandre Swift was a very shifty running back in college. This is a very shifty wide receiver. He has decent speed, but very good with the ball in his hands. Undersized for sure, which is a concern. Was not able to see much of his release and route running on his film. His shiftiness can make him special. Give him to Tom Brady. Just let this guy get the ball in his hands, and let's see what Darden can do. He's my 21st ranked receiver because there's a lot of question marks with his route running and his speed. And I couldn't see a lot, but let me tell you something. One thing I saw was his shiftiness. And I'm excited to see what he can do in the NFL. I don't know how he did in college. He might have did really. I mean, in the preseason, I don't know if he even got the ball.
When's he going to get on? You look at the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. I don't see him getting on the field. That's the issue with a lot of this draft class because you got Mike Evans, Chris Godwin, Antonio Brown, Scotty Miller. Like it's just gonna be hard for him to. Maybe he'll make some splash with the special teams if he's returning kicks or something. But I don't see him getting on the field a lot. Unless somebody gets hurt, Godwin gets banged up every year, so we'll just have to wait and see.
Yeah. No, and that's why, I mean, again, it's just a nice pick late. I mean, just grabbing a receiver, future receiver, maybe for Kyle Trask. All right, look. Do you know anything about KJ Britt, Chris Wilcox, or Grant Stewart?
I don't know the rest of them.
Me either. All right, so we're on the same page. Look, what do you grade? The Tampa Bay Buccaneers, the final one.
It's a hard one to grade because we didn't know a lot of them. We didn't scout a lot of them. I don't mind your first round pick. I actually like a lot the Kyle Trask pick, but I think based off of only those two players and being that I can't grade the rest of them, I'm gonna have to give you a B. I can't go any higher or any lower. I feel like it'd be unfair to go any higher or any lower than a B here. I think that's what you deserve. It was between a B or a B minus Tampa, based off us not knowing the players, scouting them. And based off the value, I think you got Trask. I think you got Trask at good value. I think the first pitch was a little bit of a reach, but the guy's sitting anyway. So I'm going to give you a B.
Yeah, look, I knew 3 of the guys, Tryon, Trask, and Darden. I like Trask. I like Darden. I like Tryon. I honestly like all 3. But I'm gonna go with a B minus. I'm gonna give you guys a B minus. It was between a B minus and C plus. I'll give you a B minus. I think that Tryon could be pretty good. I like Darden a lot, and Trask is the future quarterback of your team, probably. I mean, unless he doesn't look good and you go and take somebody else later in one of these other drafts because Tom Brady's playing until he's 78. And then, hey, When we're like 50 years old, 60 years old, maybe we'll see the new starting quarterback for the Buccaneers. But look, overall, I like the draft. It wasn't too bad. A few question marks for sure, but a lot of guys I just didn't know that you guys drafted might say the same thing. Guys, we will be seeing you guys all soon. Mike, what do you think? Maybe a repeat again with this team?
It's very possible. It is absolutely very. When you have Brady under center, it's possible every year, and we've been seeing it our whole lives.
Yeah, it's just crazy.
Impossible.
Arians deserved one, but does he deserve two? Maybe. I don't know. We're about to say. All right, guys. So now Nick and
Mike,
we are
built better.
See you guys soon. Peace.